Hello everyone, my name is Deckerlink, the trained unprofessional, and welcome to Katawa Shoujo. I was recommended this game by my good friend Caleb, who said that since I play visual novels, I don't remember if he said this was his favorite, but he has recommended that I play this game for the past 4 years, because I've been playing visual novels for 4 fucking years. Good God. And so yeah, we finally I got around to downloading it and found a copy, and so now, since I've moved and we're all settled in, let's fucking play it. I only know the smallest amount of info about this game, and I don't know how useful that knowledge is gonna be. So I guess we're gonna find out how we're doing today. So let's start. A lot of people love this game, though. I've seen people call it like the best, maybe not the best of all time, but one of the best. Looks like it's run on a pretty old version of Ren'Py. There's not even a menu up. Good lord, does that with an M? Oh, that's mute. Does the H... Oh, the H trick does work. It just fades. Interesting. A light breeze causes the naked branches overhead to rattle like wooden wind chimes. This is a popular retreat for couples in the summer. The deciduous trees provide a beautiful green canopy, far out of sight of teachers and fellow students. But now, in late winter, it feels like I'm standing under a pile of kindling. I breathe into my cupped hands and rub them together furiously. Motherfucker! To prevent them from numbing in this cold. Hisao, I imagine, is that us, Ori Hisao? Just how long am I expected to wait out here anyway? I'm sure the note said 4 p.m. Ah yes, the note slipped between the pages of my math book while I wasn't looking. As far as cliches go, I'm more a fan of the letter in the locker, but at least this way shows a bit of initiative. So we're self-aware. Good. This is a self-aware visual novel that knows how their writing is kind of crap. Hopefully it's not. I don't want to make any judgment calls already. As a part of the meaning of the note, the snowfall gradually thickens. The snowflakes silently falling from the white painted sky are the only sign of time passing in this stagnant world. Okay, Edgar Allan Poe, good lord. The slow descent upon the frozen forest makes it seem like time has slowed to a crawl. The resulting of dry snow underfoot startles me, interrupting the quiet mood. Someone is approaching me from behind. Hisao, you came? Well, certainly. Fuck it, I couldn't think of anything funny in time. That was a softball, too, and I didn't even... Damn. A hesitating, barely audible question. However, I recognize the owner of that dainty voice instantly. I feel my heart skip a beat. It's a voice I've listened to hundreds of times, but never as more than an eavesdropper to a conversation. I turn to face this voice, the voice of my dreams, and my heart begins to race. Ah, so we're a pretty anime boy. Iwanako? I got a note telling me to wait here. It was yours? Damn it, I spent all afternoon trying to come up with a good line, and that was the result? Pathetic! Yes, I asked a friend to give you that note. I'm so glad you got it. A shy, joyous smile that makes me so tense I couldn't move a single muscle even if I tried. That's not a sentence. What the fuck? My heart is pounding now, as if it were trying to burst out from my chest and claim this girl for itself. That's a terrifying way to approach romance. So, here we are, out in the cold. You're wearing a fucking schoolgirl skirt, you poor fuck. Once again, the wind stirs up the branches. The cacophonous noise is music to my ears. Iwanako flinches ever so softly against the gust of wind. As it passes, she rights herself, as if supported by some new confidence. Her eyes lock with mine as she lazily twirls her long, dark hair around her finger. All the while, the anxious beating of my heart grows louder. My throat is tight. I doubt I could even force a word out if I tried. It sounds like an allergic reaction. Are you sure this is the girl for you? That's fucked. You see... Oh! I wanted to know. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. If you'd go out with me. I stand there, motionless, save for my pounding heart. I want to say something in reply, but my vocal cords feel as like they've been, goddammit, the fan. I'm sorry. When I record alone, I can turn the fan off, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to turn off the fucking heater in goddamn February now in Chicago while I have an anemic in the house. That would be far too cruel for the sake of an audio snafu, so I apologize. I want to say something in reply, but my vocal cords feel like they've been stretched beyond their breaking point. Hisao? I reach up to try to massage my throat, but this only sends spikes of blinding pain along my arms. Okay, yeah. Here's... something I know about this game is that, this is a game centered around... You know what? Let's let it reveal itself. I've never played this game before. I want to see how it approaches this subject. Hisao! Oh, shit. My whole body freezes, save for my eyes, which shoot open in terror. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, fuck. Oh, it's getting bigger. I'm not gonna scream that. The beating of my chest suddenly stops. I go weak at the knees. Oh, fuck. Oh, whoa! The world around me, the canopy of bare branches, the dull winter sky, Iwanaka running towards me, all these fade to black. That was a cool art effect. The last things I remember before slipping away are the sounds of Iwanaka screaming for help and the incessant clatter of the branches above. Fade out. We had a fucking heart attack. Oh! We're in the goddamn... Look at this animation. I don't get... 4-Leaf Studios presents. Oh, fuck. Katawa Shoujo. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy, oh, pal of mine. Inspiration from Reita. Writing from all those people. Editing from those people. Shit, man. We had a legit heart attack? Art by them. The art is really good. I like this. I've always been a fan of the anime style. You know, call me what you will, but I love it. Additional art by those folks. Is that a bullet? I fucking doubt it. Animation, nice. Directing. Oh, fuck. This is cool. Like, see, the thing is this is a finished game. The vast majority of the visual novels I've played on this channel are all in progress. So the closest thing I get to anything like this was from Nekajishi, which I didn't even acknowledge. The animation in the beginning of that one. It's been 4 months since my heart attack. Yep, it was a heart attack. There we are in the hospital. In that whole time, I could probably count the times I've left this hospital room unsupervised on one hand. 5 times! 5 times! Can you take that, sucker? Sorry. 4 months is a pretty long time when you're left alone with your thoughts. So I've had plenty of time to come to terms with my situation. Arrhythmia. A strange word for an alien one. It's Greek. Fucking hell. One that you don't want to be in the same room with. A rare condition. Causes the heart to act erratically and occasionally beat way too fast. It can be fatal. See, that's the shit I don't want to hear right now, because the other day I was having a panic attack at work and my standing heart rate was like 100 and something. Like, I was literally just standing there, and That shit freaked me out real bad. Like, and when you're having a panic attack, you don't need more, you know. Apparently, I've had it for a long time. They said it was a miracle that I was able to go on so long without anything happening. A contrivance of the plot, perhaps? Is it really a miracle? I guess it was supposed to make me feel better, more appreciative of my life. Really didn't do anything to cheer me up. My parents, I think, were hit harder by the news than I was. They practically had 2 hemorrhages apiece. I had already had a full day by then to digest everything. To them, it was all fresh. They were even willing to sell our house in order to pay for a cure. Of course, there isn't a cure. Because of the late discovery of this condition, I've had to stay at the hospital to recuperate from the treatments. When I was first admitted, it felt as if I was missed. For about a week, my room was in the ward, was full of flowers, balloons, and cards. But the visitors soon dwindled, and all the get-well gifts began trickling down to nothing shortly after. I realized that the only reason I had gotten so many cards and flowers was because sending me their sympathy had been turned into a class project. Maybe some people were genuinely concerned, but I doubt it. Even in the beginning, I barely had visitors. By the end of the first month, only my parents came by on a regular basis. Iwanako was the last to stop visiting. After 6 weeks, I never saw her again. We never had that much to talk about when she visited anyway. We didn't touch the subject that was between us on that snowy day ever again. The hospital? It's not really a place I'd like to live in. The doctors and nurses feel so impersonal and faceless. I guess it's because they're in a hurry and they have a million other patients waiting for them, but it makes me feel uncomfortable. For the first month or so, I asked the head cardiologist every time I saw him for a rough estimate of when I'd be able to leave. He never answered anything in a straightforward way, but told me to wait and see if the treatment and surgeries worked. So I idly observed the scar that those surgeries had left on my chest slowly change its appearance over time, thinking of it as some kind of omen. I still asked the head cardiologist about leaving, but my expectations are low enough now that I'm not disappointed anymore when I don't get a reply. The way he shuffles around the answers shows that there is at least some hope. At some point, I stopped watching TV. Don't know why, just did. Maybe it was the wrong kind of escapism for my situation. I started reading instead. There's a small library at the hospital, although it was more like a storeroom for books. I began working my way through it, one small stack at a time. After consuming them, I'd go back for more. I found that I liked reading, and I think I even became a bit addicted. I started feeling naked without a book in my hands. But I loved the stories. That was what my life was like. The days became increasingly harder to distinguish from each other, differing only by the book I was reading and the weather outside. It felt like time blurred into some kind of gooey mass I was trapped inside instead of moving within. A week could go by without me really noticing it. Sometimes I'd pause in realization that I didn't know what day of the week it was. But other times, all the things that surrounded me would painfully crash into my consciousness through the barrier of nonchalance I had set up for myself. The pages of my book would start to feel sharp and burning hot, and the heaviness in my chest would become so hard to bear that I had to put the book aside and just lay down for a while, looking at the ceiling as if I was going to cry. That happened only rarely, and I couldn't even cry. Today, the doctor comes in and gives me a smile. He seems excited, but not very. It's like he's trying to make an effort to be happy on my behalf. My parents are here. It's been a few days since I've last seen them. Both of them are even sort of dressed up. Is this supposed to be some kind of special occasion? It's not a party. There is this ritual the head cardiologist has. He takes his time sorting his papers and then setting them aside as if to make the point of the pointlessness of what he just did. Then he casually sits down on the edge of the bed next to mine, looks me in the eyes for a moment. "Hello, Isao. How are you today?" I don't answer him, but I smile a little back at him. "I believe that you can go home. Your heart is stronger now, and with some precautions, you should be fine. We have all your medications sorted out. I'll give your father the prescription." The doctor hands a sheet of paper to my dad, whose expression turns wooden as he reads it quickly. So many. I take it from his hand and take a look myself, feeling numb. How am I supposed to react to this? The absurdly long list of medications staring back at me from the paper seems insurmountable. They all blend together in a sea of letters. This is a really good effect. I really like this. That's how it can feel sometimes. This is insane. Side effects, adverse effects, contradictions, and dosages are listed line after line with cold precision. Try to read them, but it's so futile. I can't understand any of it. Attempting to only makes me feel sicker. All this for the rest of my life? Every day? I'm afraid that is the best we can do at this point. However, new medications are always being developed, so I wouldn't be surprised to see if that list fade over the years. Years. What kind of confidence booster is that? I'd have felt better if he hadn't said anything at all. Also, I've spoken with your parents, and we believe that it would be best if you don't return to your old school. What? Please, calm down, Isao. Listen to what the doctor has to say. Calm down? The way he says it tells me he knew full well that I wouldn't like it. Am I going to be homeschooled? Whatever of my concern shows, it's ignored. We all understand that your education is paramount. However, I don't think that it's wise for you to be without supervision. At least not until we're sure that your medication is suitable. So, I've spoken to your parents about a transfer. It's a school called Yamaku Academy that specializes in dealing with disabled students. Disabled? What? Am I? It has a 24-hour nursing staff and is only a few minutes from a highly regarded general hospital. The majority of students live on campus. Think of it as a boarding school of sorts. It's designed to give students a degree of independence while keeping help nearby. Independence? It's a school for disabled kids. Don't try to disguise that fact. If it was really that free, there wouldn't be a 24-hour nursing staff, and you wouldn't make a hospital being nearby a selling point. Of course, that's only if you want to go, but your mother and I aren't really able to homeschool you. We went out there and had a look a couple of weeks back. I think you'd like it. It looks like you really don't have a choice. Compared to other heart problems, people with your condition usually tend to live long lives. You'll need a job one day, and this is a good opportunity to continue your education. This isn't an opportunity. Don't call it an opportunity. Don't call it a goddamn opportunity! Well, you should be excited at the chance to go back to school. I remember you wanted to return to school. And, well, it's not the same one. A special school, that's an insult. That's what I want to say. It's a step down. It's not what you think. All the students there are pretty active, in their own sort of way. It's geared towards students that can still get around and learn, but just need a little help, in one way or another. Your father's right, and many of the graduates of the school have gone on to do amazing things. A person doesn't have to be held back by the disability. One of my colleagues in another hospital is a graduate. I don't care. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. That's what a disability is. I really hate that something so important was decided for me. What can I do about it? A normal life is out of the question now. It's funny. I always thought my life was actually kind of boring, but now I miss it. I want to protest. I want to blame this lack of reaction on shock or fatigue. I could easily yell out something now. Something about how I can go back to school anyway, but no. I don't say anything. The fact is that I know it's futile. I look around the room feeling very tired of all this. Hospital, doctors, my condition, everything. I don't see anything that would make me feel any different. There really isn't a choice. I know this. But the thought of going to a disabled school, what are those even like? As much as I try to put a positive spin on this, it's very difficult. But let me try. Clean slate isn't a bad thing. That is all I can think of to get me through this. At least I still have something. Even if it's a special school, it's something. It's a fresh start, and my life isn't over. It would be a mistake to just resign myself to thinking that. At the very least, I'll try to see what my new life will look like. It's tough. It's tough, man. Ooh. Is that us? Is that us with a broken heart? Act 1. Life expectancy. Oh boy. The gates. Is S save? No, S would be skip. Shit. Fuck. How the fuck do I save? God damn it. Oh no. It's going forward. That's A is auto. Fuck off. No. Ho. Okay, that's full screen mode. Didn't want to do that. Oh, now everything's fucked. Oh god. Oh, so it's just a fucking right click. God damn it. Alright, now that I know how the fucking game works and I've saved it, I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode here. Thank you all very much for watching this, the first ever episode of Katawa Shoujo on this channel specifically. A lot of other people have played this game. I look forward to seeing how you guys enjoy this as a bit of a departure from my typical wheelhouse, while still kind of also being within what I do. So I look forward to seeing how y'all like it, how the game continues to go. As a person living with disabilities, I wanted to see this game because not only did I get a huge fucking recommendation for this game from my friend Caleb, but also I want to see how it's presented, because even as an adult, there have been times where I've struggled with the notion of being disabled and what that does to you socially, and I know that it's irrational to place value on that when the subject is literally your health, but you know, that's part of my disability is dealing with things that are irrational at times. So yeah, I mean, overall, I look forward to seeing how this game portrays everything. I look forward to seeing if this game lives up to the hype. And overall, I look forward to just playing a new fucking game that is actually new and departed from kind of what I'm doing. This is the first step outside my comfort zone in a while. So, and it's not even a big step. So, let's see how it goes. But until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I have been the Trained Unprofessional Decker Link. You are not. And I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone!